Professor Jamie Pratt here, and I'm the owner and author of Pratt EDU. And I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome you to the course, Ethics and Earnings Management, and perhaps provide you a little insight into what the course is all about. The course deals with a very important but very difficult question. Is it okay to cook the books as long as the statements are consistent with generally accepted accounting principles? I think we all know that there's plenty of discretion in the preparation of the financial statements within generally accepted accounting principles. Is it okay to use that discretion in your interest instead of the interest of the shareholders, or perhaps the investors at large? We tackle that question, that very difficult question, by first going to the Professional Code of Ethics. We create a framework from that lengthy document that can be applied to the question of earnings management. And then we dig deeply into earnings management, though. What is earnings management? Why is it practiced? How is it practiced? In very many ways. And when is it practiced? And we do that by sprinkling in lots of real-world examples that really get me excited because they're actually going on right now. And these are companies that you are very familiar with. These are statements that were just published. It's out there. This practice is very popular across a lot of different situations. While we cover this information, we always go back to the Code of Professional Ethics and describe how it can be applied to these situations. Sorry, in the end, we don't come to any easy solution. It doesn't exist. It's a tough question. But I can guarantee you that we'll give you a great way to think about this issue in a professional manner. Whether you're an auditor, actually preparing the statements yourselves, or perhaps an analyst. This will give you a way to think professionally about an issue that has plagued many people in the business world. Thanks for your time, and I'll catch you on the other side of the video. Bye for now. Ethics and Earnings Management. After completing this course, you should be able to describe the major elements of the Accounting Professional Code of Ethics, define earnings management, and link it to the elements of that Code of Ethics, explain why earnings management is practiced, list and describe the two basic forms of earnings management, real and reporting, and identify common situations when earnings management is practiced. The plan for this course is to first develop a way to think about the ethical responsibilities of an accounting professional, which we call an ethical framework. This framework is based on the Professional Code of Ethics as stated by the International Federation of Accountants, the IFAC. It not only includes standards for the behavior of public accountants, but also the responsibilities of professional accountants in business, profit and nonprofit, with respect to their requirement to create and maintain effective corporate governance. We then identify important factors to be on the lookout for when considering the ethical implications of certain business behaviors, key indicators, or maybe what you might call red flags. We then dive into the practice of earnings management itself. The what, the why, the how, and the when. And in all these areas, we provide real-world examples, citing published financial reports provided by a number of well-known firms, including AT&T, General Electric, Amazon, Johnson & Johnson, Lowe's, Enron, WorldCom, Merck, Uber, Lyft, Tesla, Volkswagen, and Bank America. Our goal here is to offer a way to think about whether and under what circumstances managing the information contained in financial reports may violate ethical standards. Whether you find yourself as a public accountant auditing the reports, a corporate or government accountant preparing the reports, or an outside financial statement user simply trying to make sense of the reports. First, to the ethical framework. Here's a web link to the Professional Code of Ethics created by the IFAC. It is divided into 3 separate sections: the overall general principles, and sections applying each to professional accountants in public practice and professional accountants in business, which includes accountants employed by profit-seeking and non-profit-seeking entities. There are 5 general principles to guide the behavior of professional accountants: integrity, objectivity, professional competence and due care, confidentiality, and in general, professional behavior. In sum, professional work behavior should be guided by integrity, honesty, tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Objectivity, lack of bias in judgments, where personal prejudice plays no role. Professional competence and due care, adequate preparation, and thorough and thoughtful task execution. Do your homework and come prepared. Confidentiality, respect for private and restricted information. And finally, a catch-all, professional behavior. Act in a manner consistent with the professional standards of conduct. While these 5 basic principles provide general guidance, the code goes further to offer more specific advice to accountants in both public and private practice. The section for professional accountants in public practice focuses on 6 areas that are frequently mentioned when ethical issues are raised. Conflicts of interest often arise where the interest of the accountant may not be in line with the interest of the client or the firm employing the accountant. They should be avoided even when the accountant acts appropriately, because they can raise the appearance of unethical behavior. Second opinions are listed here because they often come in useful when dealing with potential ethical violations, seeking advice from other knowledgeable professionals who, ideally, are independent or separated from the situation. Audit fees can be a problem area. Unusually high audit fees can, for example, signal a malleable auditor. This area may also encompass honestly reporting the number of hours on the audit task, be it over or under reporting. Well, at one time, the professional standards regarding marketing auditing services were very strict. More recently, they have been relaxed. Yet, it's still important to market public accounting services consistent with professional guidelines. Gifts are another area of great possible concern. They are clearly a no-no. That is, gifts from clients and others influenced by the audit opinion should be avoided at all cost. Free dinners, trips, I think you get the picture. Again, even if the auditor is acting appropriately, accepting a gift creates the appearance of impropriety. Finally, the auditor must be completely independent of the client, personally and especially when it comes to financial matters. Of course, much more can be said about these areas in an effort to ensure that public accountants act ethically. However, the issue of earnings management, the subject of this course, is more a threat to the ethical behavior of the corporate or not-for-profit accountants, those involved with the actual preparation of the financial statements. The role of the public accountant with respect to earnings management is that of an outsider, hopefully an independent party whose primary responsibility is to identify whether earnings management is occurring, and if so, assess whether it threatens the integrity of the financial statements. That role differs from that
of the accountants who prepare the statements. The group to which we now turn